Now, the Nioh 3 demo's just come out, so I'm just going to give that a quick test here on PC. I am on my 5090. So I've got the overlay on here just to check out the FPS, and it doesn't look like we are actually maxing out. I thought maybe we'd be hitting the 120 FPS cap, but we're not at all. We're sitting at about 80, 85 here outside at least. It's definitely dropped the FPS a little bit coming outside. Compared to when I was indoors here, it was pushing up a little bit higher, seeing it into the 90s just about there. So bear in mind, this is obviously at 4K. Everything is maxed in terms of settings. I could probably show that really, really quick. So I'm at 4K here, 120 FPS lock here. You can't seem to uncap it unless I've maybe missed it in the settings. In terms of everything else, DLA I've got at the moment 100% resolution scale, so obviously that's native 4K. It does have multi-frame generation as well by the looks of it, but I don't have any of that switched on. In terms of graphics, going to advanced settings here, you can see I've got everything fully maxed, so the settings can't actually go any higher here. Everything's set to ultra high quality. FPS cutscenes I've put to 60, which is nice. There is a 30, it was set at default, but I don't really want 30 FPS in the cutscenes. Overall, I don't know, graphics look okay. I'd say they're probably not the most breathtaking graphics I've ever seen, but then, like, not bad. So, yeah, definitely, you know, fairly heavy, I guess. 70 FPS we see out here. I'll try and get into another area. Definitely, obviously, if you compare this to the requirements, a 4070 Ti at 4K 60, that's going to be with upscaling on now. It does say that in the requirements. Having a look at those, it doesn't say, at least from what I'm seeing, it doesn't say what upscaling preset that is using. That's most likely going to be sort of balanced, I guess, or lower. And the lows that I'd say don't seem too bad. I'm going to just quickly have a look and see if I can check out DLSS quality and see roughly how it does with that. Can I? What's the easiest way to switch this down here? Do you just have to purely switch 65? So that's going to be using quality. Yeah, so it looks like that has applied at least. I mean, that takes me all the way up to 120 FPS straight away, which is the cap, and actually drops my usage down to about 80% there. And yeah, that maxes me at 120. So it's possible, on the recommended 4070 Ti, it's possible you could be at quality or balance really to hit that performance that it says you'll get. I'm not quite sure what's going on here.
The castle is infested with yokai. Lord Dancho, Lord Grimace, I will do whatever it takes to defend you both.
Definitely not the worst, you know, not the worst performance we've ever seen. I think this will overall run quite well. It looks not too bad. I've got not too much comparison because I never played the other games, so I don't know how well they ran, but I guess let me know in the comments. Is there a way I can finish him? Oh, that's epic, that. It still looked pretty good as well, actually. Even with DLSS quality on at 120, honestly, graphics-wise, it didn't look that bad. Didn't look that different. Looks a little bit sharper with DLAA, as you would expect, but not a crazy difference. One thing that I have just clocked is how much CPU that I'm using. So I'm at about 40 to 45% here, which is really high for CPU at 4K. Normally, I'd maybe be at 20%, 20 to 30%. You're seeing bits here, like I'm hitting almost, well, hitting 50%.